Hello everyone, this is a video for the online drawing class. I just wanted to let you know that I got the class updated from last semester. Each semester I add updates to the class and try to improve it from the previous semester. So last semester I found that not everyone completed all the assignments, and perhaps I felt that maybe they were too complicated. So I simplified the classes a little bit to kind of streamline it. And I also started with some basic activities at the beginning. The other thing is I dropped the textbook and I just went with activities that I created myself or took from textbooks that I already have. So one classic textbook in drawing is called Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain. And this is an old textbook from the 70s. So it's kind of free and common, and you can find it online. I even linked a free PDF of this textbook, and you can look at it and go through it. There's too much information for me to talk about in one video. And I certainly wouldn't want to teach a class just from this textbook, because this is a very specific way to draw. That's about drawing what you see. But some of the activities in the beginning come from this textbook. And there was another textbook that I had that was a simplified version of this. But since I already have this, I thought, I'll just work with that. So I made those changes. All the content is online and it's free, so you save money. What you're really going to need for the class is a pencil. You're going to need some paper or drawing pad, and maybe a charcoal pencil, an eraser, and some markers or colored pencils, because there's a couple projects that use color. Other than that, you don't really need too much. This is a pretty cost-effective class. Now, I would remind everyone that this is an online class, and I have other videos that talk about how to take an online class, but remember, there's no meeting time for the class. You have to do the activities that are listed, and it's mediated through the learning management system and some videos. I do some videos. I use some other people's videos, and most of the content is just kind of written out as assignments. These are the same type of assignments that I would do in my regular drawing class. I taught art for 20 years, face-to-face. Used to do high school, and I did college for many years, and I've taught college level classes, and these are the same type of projects that we would do in a face-to-face class. The difference is it's mediated online, and I think what's been lost is that kind of one-on-one interaction. So what I'm going to offer is that if anyone is getting frustrated or stuck or would like to come and get a little bit of tutoring or a little bit of advice, you can always call or write an email, and I'd be happy to meet with anyone. We can do an arranged meeting. You'd have to come to Alney. You'd have to come to the OCC office, but I'd be more than willing to help anyone, and you can just show me what you're working on. The other thing we could always do is you could email a picture of what you're working on and say it's halfway finished, and say you get stuck, and I can give you some pointers or some advice there. But if you want to succeed in the class, just complete the assignments. And there's kind of two parts to it. You have to draw, try, and then you have to take pictures of the drawings and then put it into the Dropbox. And that's been probably the biggest challenge with this class in the past, is that people take bad pictures. They take pictures at night with like a candle or a little light bulb, and I can barely see the drawing and it's fuzzy. So a couple points of advice for taking pictures. Take pictures in good light. Take it by a window or make sure the lights are on. Make it steady. So sometimes put the drawing on the floor and then put the camera over top and hold it really steady. Don't take it at a weird, obscure angle, and certainly don't do any Photoshop or editing. I just want to see the drawing itself. Now, I don't expect these things to be perfect off the bat, because you're a student and you're learning. So I've seen everything from, really super talented artists who can draw in amazing ways, even better than I can, to the absolute beginner who can barely draw a circle, right? So there's a whole spectrum there. And I don't expect you to draw like Picasso on your first try. So I'm, usually pretty generous and lenient in terms of the grading for these classes. But you do need to finish and submit, because we don't have face-to-face meetings. All the grading is based upon your submissions. So make sure that you submit into the Dropbox, and you'll have a good semester. The last thing I want to say is if you encounter any problems or you get frustrated, I don't know until you tell me. So you have to email me, and I will respond to those emails. So if you send an email to connm at iecc.edu, I'll respond to you quickly. Okay, have a good semester, and I hope you enjoy this drawing class. And you can check out some of my other classes as well. I have 2 art history classes that have been going for a long time, and those tend to do well too. So see you. Have a good semester. Thank you.